Good morning. I just wanted to come out and harvest some radish, but I wanted to talk about tomatoes in containers and best way to get them to grow strong, healthy, and productive. So let me go sit these radishes down over here, and then we'll talk tomatoes. Okay, so this is my vertical growing tower, and I do have tomatoes down here in the bottom. And there are some special considerations for growing tomatoes in containers. Um, the biggest thing being space. So I am growing these Rutgers tomatoes. This is a determinate tomato. When growing in containers, you want to make sure that it's a tomato that will actually fit in a container. So you would not grow indeterminates, tomatoes that will just grow and grow and grow and grow and vine. These are determinate tomatoes, which means that they have a specific height and that they've set all of their fruit at one time. So those are the best tomatoes for containers. So with this tomato, it says that it gets to a maximum of maybe 3 to 4 feet. And so in this type of tower, I can support it up 3 to 4 feet. Even in a container, you have to support your tomatoes. You don't want your delicate flowers falling off. You don't want it flapping in the wind. So I have a simple trellis. I put 2 bamboo poles here, and I have it strapped in with cord, just lightly strapped. You're just trying to prevent wind from catching it, or as you walk by that you bump against it. So I do have a simple trellising system here. There are all kinds of trellising. You do what works best for you, but I have it holding the stem and it's really loose to allow for growth. But all I'm trying to do is push it towards the container because it's also going to use the container as a support along with the trellis. The other thing is to pay attention to container depth. Because tomatoes have deep roots, you want to make sure that the depth is 10 to 12 inches. And because it's in a container, you will be watering almost every day and you will be fertilizing. So you plant it with a nice granular fertilizer to get it established, but you will also need to come in with frequent liquid fertilizers to support it in its growth because you remember in this container it cannot get nutrition from anywhere else but you. So you will be the provider of all things your tomato is going to need, as in this case. It's also a good idea, even if you're in a container, to plant a companion. So in this case, I planted alyssums. Alyssums is a great companion. Uh, it's in the same pot. Alyssums are perfect companions for tomatoes because the alyssums attract parasitic wasps, which feed on and lay their eggs inside of tomato hornworms. So it's a defense system or mechanism for your tomato plant. The other thing I have is onions. Onions help to disguise the smell of tomatoes. Tomato hornworms, they smell out the tomatoes so they know exactly where to lay their eggs and where to feed and grow. So onions help to deter the smell. By the same token, rosemary with its fragrance helps to deter the smell of your tomatoes. So even in a container, you need to plant companions for your tomatoes to give them the best possible chance. And remember, feed, water, and protect your tomatoes in containers as you would do in the ground. So I hope this has been helpful and hopefully you are out planting some container tomatoes. Have an amazing day. The Lord is my strength and song, and he has become my salvation.